Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream, well, our first live stream of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Today we're going to be starting a new series. Last time I covered this game, or really the last time I covered the original game, was in 2023. And now a remake is out, so... 1 second. Test my audio. The microphone has been kind of like off and on lately. Sometimes it works fine, other times... it kind of glitches out. Before we get things started, before we load into the game, let me just go over the achievements. By the end of this playthrough, we will have unlocked every single achievement in this game. Let me also 1 second make an adjustment. So here are the achievements that we are going to be getting by the end of this playthrough. I'm gonna be doing absolutely everything you can do in this game. Gonna be getting every collectible, gonna be completing every location, gonna be completing every side mission, gonna be getting 100% sync in all main missions. We're gonna be doing pretty much everything you can do in this game, including getting the true ending and getting the secret ending, which is tied to completing certain missions at the end game. Oh, that's interesting. Got a achievement here that we probably will have to farm out. And get a perfect harpoon shot on a great white shark. Carry 2 ocelot attacks in rapid succession? Huh. Got the rope dart and smoke bomb things. I'm pretty sure this is similar to the ones that were in the original game. It'd be different. Some of these we're gonna have to like farm. I fucking hate this over-design achievement. This has been like a thing since Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Over-design achievements are kind of annoying, but this one, it looks like that we need to hit a berserk dart on a enemy and throw a smoke bomb at him and then just kick him off his ship. So this one doesn't really seem as bad as, say, Valhalla's. Got a text message. Get towards Havana. That is a story achievement, I think. Yeah. These are all story achievements. I think this is a story achievement too. So most of the stuff we're gonna have to farm out. Most of the stuff we'll also get just by playing normally. Yeah, let's go and get started. This time I played 12 minutes. I really only just, I'm gonna quit the game and load a new one so that it doesn't crash. This time I played 12 minutes. I really only just messed with the settings, didn't actually play the games. I don't know why it's, and I swear to God, it's not 12 minutes. I was just messing around the settings, changing a few things. before I get things started, before we go into the game, there's some things I want to discuss. Which is, in this playthrough, I'm going to be doing something a little bit extra. Which is, there are, there's battle passes, I guess you could say, projects that we will be completing, and for like additional rewards, but these are also kind of important. Because, oh, why does it say for now and Yasuke? This is for... That's interesting. But there's encrypted data files, which is sort of like tells a modern day story that we will be unlocking. So by the end of this playthrough, and again, this is also Assassin's Creed Shadows, and this is for Black Flag things. I have no idea why there's all these things there, but and there's not always robes. But yeah, we're gonna be kind of doing a little bit extra where we're gonna be completing all these battle passes as they come out. I don't know if there's gonna be required any farming, but that's what we're gonna be doing. Before we go into this, I do want to double check the options. Oh, that's just good so far. Music volume is off. Shanties is off. I think we're good. Let's see, combat difficulty. Let's set that to normal. Stealth is going to be normal. I think this is all fine. If we want it to be a more difficult experience for us, we can always increase the difficulty thing, but I think it's fine for now.
Can you see her? Man the cannons! Our helmsman's dead! Someone take the wheel! Bring us close, Kenway! Scuttle her! We'll give a good broadside! Ready!
Why can't I attack him? How do I brace? Brace is what? Brace is X.
Raise! Unload all the shot we have! Fire!
notice is they change up the naval combat a bit.
Bring us close, Kenway! We can scuttle her! This fleet is right to the end!
There we go.
We'll give a good broadside! Ready! Fasten yourselves! Fire! Uncork the cannons, lad!
There we go. We did it. I completely forgot how to do naval combat.
The magazine! It's going out! Douse the flames! Get in there, you mongrel! Oh!
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right, no more than 2. Promise me.
Sod it!
Damn!
This is interesting. The game looks beautiful. I will say that the game looks stunning.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Keep talking.
Will you, or won't you?
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
There are optional objectives. There are optional objectives on this, and I should probably check. I don't even see A way to check the optional objectives.
Follow and I'll yield you.
Just looking around a bit. We're probably not going to be fully exploring this area until we come here with the jackdaw. It doesn't hurt to just try and like get some things we can at the moment.
We could work together on this. Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start.
This game looks stunning. That's what I will say. Like, this game looks absolutely stunning.
It's 100 leagues or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance? Okay, so there's a treasure map there. Underwater chest, an unsynchronized viewpoint. Go ahead, set a marker for this. We'll grab this. They changed things up a bit. That there used to be a lot of collectible items in this area. Oh shit. They changed the design of the chest as well. This chest has a completely new design that actually kind of makes it look more unique. Gonna shoot at me? Remember, that's something he did in the first game, in the original game. Where's he running to?
be something in those pockets.
How do I get there? There's gotta be a cave or something. Maybe you can't do this yet. Maybe this area opens up later on. I'll look around a bit more. Yeah, I don't think I can do this yet. May have to come back to this. Maybe maybe there's an item we get later on, or maybe this opens up on a second visit.
Oh.
Let's keep going. Just really looking around. No point in. No problem with this point. What's this? Data file. How do I get up there?
Forget what I said. We can start over. Shove off, you vulture!
This one vanishes into shadow. And now we've drawn swords, mate. I'm beginning to think you're not keen.
I just realized I missed an ad break. Okay, we are back.
On my aid.
My business bears greater purpose than a thief like you could comprehend. I warned you.
Why the ill temper? Hiding something? We don't have to fight. Let's make a deal.
Filthy cutpurse!
That looks painful.
Die, you leech!
That's cool. A little bit rough, but we got there in the end.
Senor Duncan Walpole, I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness. If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely. Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order. Therefore, come to Havana in haste, and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother. Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
Mr. Walpole, let's collect your reward. Now to find my way
I didn't mean to interrupt him.
Bleeding Rock.
And lower the hood. I didn't want to heal. I'm trying to lower the hood. Wasted a heal. Gonna go back this way. What the fuck? That's a glitch. Let's see if this fixes it. We meant to learn all save. And it's overwrite this save just in case we die again. Or we get stuck again, I should say. Try doing a different position. There you go. Trying to figure out how to get those collectibles. Way back here again. Just really looking around at the surroundings, trying to see if there's an alternate path I could take. I should look this up. Actually, I probably won't find anything. This game is so new. Gotta be something in this area here that leads to where I need to go. Maybe I can climb up. No? I am so confused. There's collectibles like on the other side of this wall here. I'm gonna have to come back to this. Just come back to this. It just makes some story progress.
That schooner will do me just fine. If only I can preserve some of its crew.
is that?
Come on, big boy. How do I crash again? Oh. Is there another guard here or something? Oh, yes, there is.
By God's grace, sir, you saved me. A profusion of thanks.
Is that yours?
It is my vessel, yes. But here lies its poor captain, and I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Steed Bonnet.
Well, Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Ah, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
You put me at ease, sir. To think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Did you?
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright. But all things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
Hey,
Lacking a
before we-
rowboat, I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Hardly
Before we
the
do
worst thing
that-
to happen.
I'm actually gonna continue exploring this area a bit. Hopefully we can do some exploring. I don't know if we can really, because we may be locked in here unless there's a way to backtrack. A cave here. Oh, hello. We have to come back to this when we have the jackdaw, because I don't think we can complete this right now. Yeah, I think that this area is gonna be locked off for a bit, so we'll come back to this when we have the jacked off. Yeah, this area is just locked off. Can't really climb anywhere. There is a thing here. I'll take this. We'll come back to this when we can come back with the jacked off. Should be able to fully explore everything then.
No thanks to you lot that I'm back. You can thank Duncan here. Welcome aboard, Duncan. She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose, trafficking cargo from my plantation and such.
She'll do fine.
If you are so inclined, you may steer her yourself. My helmsman and quartermaster were among those killed.
Get them. Ready yourselves, lads. The Spanish Navy hunts in packs, and we make for Havana.
Ahoy!
Has a good feel. We'll first strike to half sail to get ourselves moving.
Ah, there's a tug of the wind at my hair. I find a bracing comfort in the feel and smell of the ocean. The raw stink of possibility.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
Okay, I need to lower the sensitivity a bit because that's just way too much. The sensitivity is at 5, which is weird. Because 5 isn't that high. It feels like it's higher. It feels like it's at 30. Like, look, it's just not screwing up because I'm moving the camera angle too much.
There's a strong wind now. Let's strike to full, shall we?
We've really opened it up now, haven't we? Ha ha! Oh, what a magnificent creature! You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of strangeness, aye.
Hey, title card.
Lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
See someone you know?
No. Just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Yeah. Mad to think Spain and England were at war 2 years ago, isn't it? Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins. Nothing wrong, Duncan?
No, it's nothing. Sand in my hampers. So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
Well, lead on.
I hope you'll tarry a bit while I conduct my meeting. It'd be a great relief to have a man of your stature nearby in case of a misunderstanding.
I can hang about. I might have a drink.
Splendid. Drink. Gracious. What a revolting sight.
But they don't take kindly to pirates here, do they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this perch.
I'm not talking, by the way, because there's a lot of dialogue here. I'm trying to keep an eye on when I know it's an optional
You
objective.
don't know these women, do you?
No, they charge money for that kind of privilege. A few dozen reals for every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them.
No, goodness no. I'm a married man.
Married men are their forte, mate.
I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have. Perhaps a small dagger would suit me. Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I. Twin devils.
Maybe I'll buy a sword too, and we'll both jump rank. Lend us a few reals then. I did save your skin.
Of course.
Cheers.
So, what have you been eating?
Let's see, looks like we only have one sword available, so we're just going to buy the British Cutlass, so we'll go in and buy and equip.
That's a better fit for me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch. Oh, puffer duff. I have led us astray, Duncan.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
A tavern with a sort of courtyard interior.
Okay, we have an ad break coming up in less than a minute, so I'm just gonna go up to this building here, but we're gonna save climbing it for next time. Ooh, we actually have some pre-order stuff. I don't want to use this. I mean, we can. I mean, it will be kind of like overkill at this point, but fuck it. Ad break is starting in 5 seconds, or really 1 second. Okay, we are back. I went ahead and I disabled the menu volume, so we no longer have like background ambient music. There's one thing I learned from the from streaming Far Cry 4, which I finished on Wednesday. Assassin's Creed game, Ubisoft games, let's have copyright music in the menu, so
I disabled it. I disabled the menu volume. I'm not taking any chances. Oh, I like that, but we're gonna stick with our robes for now.
My goodness, you're an agile chap.
Every finger's a fishhook. That's how you tell a true sailor.
Yes, a fine way to put it.
I think I see the place. We're not far.
Oh, he's brought me blind. Go, Tom, what do I do? Oh, I can't breathe.
I'm close at heel,
I think my heart
Sitbird.
stopped.
Stop or I'll break your knees when I catch you. Don't make me chase you. You robbed the wrong man, mate. A fellow with dangerous friends. That's a
Turn to
heavy
seed.
purse, Mr. Bonnet.
Duncan, by Jove, you're alive.
Of course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Ah, did you catch that rogue?
Aye. And I'll be buying the first round with the money I pulled off him.
Oh, wonderful. First my ship, then my purse. It's twice you've saved me now, Duncan.
And don't forget your skin. I saved that too.
Yeah, thrice then. Very good.
Out of the way!
Oh, my word. Havana grows livelier all the time.
Each funster we meet makes me more impatient to drink. Come on.
Ah, this is the spot.
The sea has much to offer. But a popping tavern always draws me back to shore.
Hopping, yes. I would normally prefer to conduct my affairs somewhere quieter.
Take your time, I'll be just here.
Fancy meeting no Welshman deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk! I've seen your face before. Yous mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it? Ooh. You bastard!
Hey, I warned him. You give as good as you get. Come on, lads. I've seen bigger arms on a bird. I'm still standing, lads.
There we go.
¡Fuera de la carretera!
¡Vienen soldados! You're not leaving me.
I'll catch you up! ¡Perro inglés!
I've had all I can drink at present, lads. You go on without me. Hopefully, Steed wasn't pinched by those guards.
Hey, achievement. Lively Havana. They're looking for me now, meaning to be completely incognito. I'm assuming that's what the yellow marker with the magnifying glass means, that they're looking for me. Take a look around. I have quite a bit of stuff we need to do. I think what we're going to do actually. Oh, fucking Director Trugo's right here. I think what we're going to do is we're gonna try and work on clearing out Havana. I'm only gonna be streaming for another hour. Gonna be clearing out Havana. Then we're gonna be moving on. Those are that's a faction, okay. I don't know what that was.
What is the matter with you?
Let's do this sanity first. Fucking Edward. There we go. Darby Ram. That's a new one. At least I don't recognize that one. Where to now? Let's actually go south and Synchronize this viewpoint. We're just gonna kind of go around the circumference, I guess, the perimeter, and then we'll just do the interior last.
dirt, laddie. Old fellow, show some restraint.
Goodbye and climbing. Looks like they have the same thing as Shadows has. Where you find animus codex entries in the overworld. Getting used to the combat. There you go, let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and do this treasure map.
Might have left something behind. This marks something.
Take a look at that. This is in 213, 564. I'm gonna save like all the treasure maps until we can do them, until we get access to Jackdaw, because that's probably not gonna be anywhere near here. There we go. Got dead hordes. That one actually sounds familiar.
The chest must be somewhere back there.
Okay, we got a few things we can do here. Need to infiltrate Governor Torres' place and get access to the viewpoint, the two chests there. Before we do that, we need to grab this.
Looks like fun, if you're into that kind of thing.
Oh, that's a secret? I got an exotic she cells trinket. What does that do? Oh, that's cool. Dude, stealth is so broken in this. Sneaking, sneaking, sneaking. I am the sneak king. Gotta carry was that loot? There's a loot. Let's check the map. But we need to get over here and grab this chest next. Oops. Trying to whistle.
Mirad ahí.
Okay, there we go.
Nos necesitan en otra parte.
Let's synchronize viewpoint. And Taurus' place has been thoroughly looted. Let's grab this chest. What's this? That's the image of the day. Grab that chest, then we'll go synchronize this viewpoint, and we'll grab those two items. Looking for something specific, there's usually a marker here in Havana. Oh, here it is. What I'm looking for. I have 2 undiscovered things. The general store. The harbor master, right? Yeah.
Control yourself, man.
soon as we synchronize this viewpoint, yeah, we'll be moving on to the next thing. I will say that I don't think that Black Flag was actually really in need of a remake. I think that games like the Ezio trilogy and the Assassin's Creed 1 is kind of more in need than this game. But it does look nice at least. There you go. Running down to Cuba, that's another one that sounds familiar. Ad break is in 5 seconds, so we're gonna go into be right back mode pretty much now. Okay, we are back.
Señor, domine su naturaleza violenta.
I get in here.
Lunes.
¿Estará mal de la cabeza?
Tengo que bordar con Marta por la mañana, pero no hay...
How do I get in here? I don't get how I'm supposed to get in here.
No, perdóname, te lo ruego.
Is there... Oh, I see, I see. That's well hidden. And we are essentially made it. Synchronize. Oh, I see a collectible. Let's see. Long she's 4-7.
Look at this line of buyers, and I can't serve them. I meant others, not myself. Now I can't get to my own sugar behind all these bloody crates.
Where is this? Oh, is that a bug? Oh, I see. Clever girl.
A few crates never stood between me and a worthy prize.
Lárgate.
¿Es un tipo de saltimbanqui?
Almost done here. That's new over there. Can I go out this way? There's like a warehouse. Oh wait, is this the prison? I think this might be the prison that we go to at the end. Again, this is not new. It's been here, I think. Yeah, I think this. No, wait, no. That's not in the prison that you do in like sequence 7 or sequence 8. That's not in Havana. I think that's in Kingston. This is way too small to be the prison.
Ya te puedes estar largando de aquí. ¡Tenemos a un espabilado! He visto algo. ¡Va por él! Ahora estamos escapados.
Amigo mío, te tengo en...
¡Atacad, chicos!
¡Cerdo! ¡Esta es mi respuesta!
Are you still coming? Oh my god. Okay, that was ridiculous.
He perdido la paciencia. ¡Vamos! ¡Puedo darle! Esto acaba aquí.
That was class.
Okay, you can heal now. That was a 5.5. You're almost out of time, by the way. Let's go ahead and head towards this shanty. We'll go ahead and grab that. We'll grab this chest. I think the last viewpoint is on that fort. I'm trying to get used to the combat, to be honest. It's taken some getting used to. In my opinion, the combat in the original Black Flag did not need to change at all. I think that the combat in the original Black Flag was like the best of the series. But maybe a hot take, but I'm getting used to the combat here.
That's a hog's head. Un tipo duro. Cálmese un poco.
I lost it. I don't know where it went. I had to wait for it to come back. There we go. Spanish lady, yes, an old one. Okay, let's grab this viewpoint. Now, if memory serves, there should be a way to infiltrate this place unseen here if they didn't change anything. Good. Synchronize. Viewpoints are now done in Havana.
¡Ya has vivido demasiado!
And let's see if we can find this chest. You fucking dumbass, Edward! Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Why the fuck did you do that? Why? God damn it, you fucking dumbass pirate! Oh my fucking god, are you fucking kidding me? You fucking dumbass. Why can't I fast travel? I'm not in a restricted area. again! Oh my god, you're so stupid, Edward! Oh, I think I see. Okay, I know how to get there now. Fucking, all he had to do was drop down, not jump off. That's all he had to do to make that jump. I could do it fucking playing Gazetio. I could do it playing with pretty much any other assassin in the game, in the series. A fucking Edward is too fucking brain dead to be able to figure it out. You fucking moron. He wasn't moving, so I pressed A to get him to jump to the ledge to the left of him. Can climb up, please. I just don't get how freaking Edward can be so fucking dumb sometimes. Thank you. All I want you to do. I break is starting in a minute 30 seconds. You fucking moron. That's fine. There's a haystack. Epic is starting in 25 seconds. As soon as we clear out all the collectibles in Havana that we can do for right now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream. Epic is starting in 5 seconds. Okay, we are back. I just got a drop from streaming this game.
A la carga!
Dude, I'm fucking stuck.
Lo pagarás con tu propia vida. ¡Gloria!
Let's take out this sniper. Hi, Felicia.
That was nice.
What's next? I think we only have like a few things left to do. We have about 1 chest and 2 song sheets.
Aye, that'll do.
Now what I'm going to do. There you go. Bully in the Alley, there's a classic.
Es usted un canalla y un impertinente.
Your coin goes a long way with us northern girls.
Maybe, but it's actually
Edward. I fucking lost it. This Edward can't do platforming apparently. Climb up, please. I barely made that. Billy Riley is an old one too. Oh, is that it? That is it. Okay, so the only other things we have left to do in Havana are things that we haven't unlocked yet. That is going to do it for today. I think we could do a lot. We got a lot done. Next time we play, next time we'll next Friday, we're gonna be progressing the main story, possibly unlocking the Jackdaw and getting started on the exploration. If you are remotely interested in what season of games I cover on my channel will be played for 1% completion. I'm gonna be streaming Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced yet again on Fridays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna be streaming Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered for 1% completion on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. And I'm gonna be streaming Saints Row 2 for 1% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. The Writers Workshop series I normally stream during the week is currently on a indefinite hiatus. can't really progress it until I talk with an expert, and no one is fucking getting back in touch with me. So I'm kind of shit out of luck. I can't progress my story until I do more research, and I can't do more research unless someone actually gets in touch and responds to me. So that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to our first post-stream session where we go over all of the new entries for the Codex. Go ahead and load into the game. I am fine with quick resuming. Not gonna be here for long. Go ahead and pause the game. I think my game may have crashed. Oh, there we go. Okay, so first things first, just go into database, go into allies. Caroline Scott, born 1691, England, died unknown. Daughter of Emmett and Elizabeth Scott, Caroline was born in Bristol, England, to a prosperous family of merchants and civil servants. Given a modest education by her father, she furthered her own studies in her own way, taking time to read as often as her familiar duties allowed. Spending her time between this and helping her mother manage her father's affairs, she grew into a confident and level-headed woman with more skill and intelligence than her situation allowed her to exercise. Caroline first met Edward Kenway outside the old Stele in the aftermath of a drunken altercation. She had, I think that's actually pronounced Old Shillelagh. I think Shillelagh is a barn or a bar or something. She had arrived to fetch one of her servants and there found Edward escorting the woman from the clutches of one of Bristol's more notorious cads. Thankful for his kindness, Caroline agreed to a second meeting on more equitable terms, hardly thinking of romance possible. And yet, against most odds, that is just what happened. Edward and Caroline grew quite close and soon fell in love, quite much to the dismay of her father. Emmett Scott had already promised his daughter to the son of a wealthy East India Company executive and made his displeasure apparent at every turn, but all his noise was to no avail. Caroline and Edward were married in 1712. For a time, it seemed as though this odd pairing might produce a lasting union. Edward's deep love for his wife is offset by his uncouth habits and reckless attention to responsibility. Not content to live a life of middle-class drudgery, Edward dreamed large and fixed on the idea that he could sail to the West Indies and fight as a privateer against the Spanish. Or barring that, 1 second. Sorry about that. I am, at the same time I'm recording this video, I'm also downloading my stream, and I just got a pop-up confirming the download. Not content to live a life of middle-class drudgery, Edward dreamed large and fixed on the idea that he could sail to the West Indies to fight as a privateer against the Spanish, or barring that, buy some land and sow a sugar plantation. Caroline tried to dissuade her husband, but to no effect. Edward Kenway, born 1693, Wales, died unknown. Edward James Kenway was born on the 10th of March in Swansea, Wales, to Bernard Kenway of Manchester and Lynette Hopkins of nearby Cardiff. By Edward's 10th birthday, his father had moved the family to a small farm just outside of Bristol, a nearby port town in the southwest of England. This relocation had a depressing effect on young Edward's mood. He grew restless from a lack of contact with old friends and struggled to find an outlet for his limitless energy. By his teens, he was spending more and more time in the city away from his farm, where the lure of excitement overrode prudence. By age 16, he had substituted a career as a successful farmer for a life of hopeless tomfoolery, frequently shirking his responsibilities to his family in favor of rough company. In late 1711, at the age of 17, Edward met Caroline Scott, a woman of modest but steady means. Their friendship began cautious as Caroline's hand had already been promised to a Boris, son of a wealthy East India Company executive. But Edward's charms eventually won out, and he and Caroline were married within a year of their meeting, a union that angered her father and got the whole of Bristol talking. In the earliest months of their marriage, Edward resolved to do well by his wife and provide for her as he believed a man in his position should, but his grandiose dreams and his exaggerated opinion of himself prevented him from taking immediate responsibility for their well-being. And after only a year, he had stumbled back into his worst habits, drinking, fighting, and idleness. It was in this dark period that Edward revived an old idea of joining a privateering fleet sailing for the West Indies, and with the aim of making war for against the Spanish and collecting unchecked sums of gold and cargo. This, he told his wife, was their path to quick riches. Being a sensible and prudent woman, Caroline discouraged these fanciful ideas. By the summer of 1712, Caroline understood that her husband's departure was inevitable. She wanted no further part of his reckless plan and so left him to live with her parents. Stunned by the sudden turn, Edward was determined to earn his fortune fast and prove himself as capable as he always claimed he was. He left for the West Indies barely 1 month later, where he soon fell in with the privateer Benjamin Hornigold and quartermaster Ed Thatch. Edward spent the first half of 1713 sailing with these two seasoned sailors on regular sweeps of the Windward Passage, but that year fate threw him for another upset. With the signing of the Treaty of Utrecht, all hostile action between the major empires came to an end, with the prospects of British privateers dried up. Now poor, unemployed, and thousands of miles from home, Edward and his colleagues settled on the island of New Providence in the Bahamas to consider their options. These were fanciful days for Edward. He discovered in this small town in Nassau a life quite unlike that which he had left behind. The atmosphere of wild and noisy freedom in this small, stateless encampment overwhelmed and captivated him. The drinking, the gaming, the women, the aimless desire to simply live as one pleased, and yet, as carefree as he was, his beloved Caroline was never far from his mind. If he could make something of himself in the West Indies, working a sugar plantation, perhaps he might win her back after all this time away. But in absence of true conviction, habit takes hold fast, and it was only a matter of time before Edward set back out to sea with his mates to live the life they knew best, but no longer privateers, legal and sanctioned, but as pirates now, with nary a whit of loyalty to kin and country, earning his fortune by the sword and pistol, and praying his end was never too near. Stede Bonnet. Born 1688, Barbados, died unknown. Born into plenitude and wealth on the island of Barbados, Stede Bonnet seemed destined for a life of pleasure and ease. The son of a successful and influential plantation owner, his early life was marked by tragedy when his parents died suddenly, leaving 7-year-old Stede orphaned in a perpetual state of melancholy. His inheritance of some 400 acres of land softened the blow caused by the loss of his parents, and by the time Stede was in his late teens, in order to restore the sugar plantation to a profitable state. He married young and set about starting a family as soon as possible, but owing to what some called a disorder of the mind, he never found solace or comfort in these domestic trappings. To further complicate his unease, his firstborn son died in infancy, amplifying his grief and stirring his restlessness. As a means of coping, he dreamed of going to sea and sailing about the world and meeting people, living life as a man, free of the obligations thrust upon him. When Bonnet's ship was apprehended by the British Navy on suspicion of piracy, he was rescued by the pirate Edward Kenway, who, with the help of Blackbeard and others, eventually influenced the affable and impressionable merchant into going on the account himself. This kind of a spoiler territory for something you haven't seen. Fine. I'm guessing that people are playing Resynced. They're mostly fans of the original game. Abel Brahma, who the heck is he? Born unknown, England, died 1715, Cape Buena Vista. Oh, this is... Oh, we don't even have an entry for this guy in the original Black Flag. We never got his name. He was a captain of the Jacobite, a pirate brig operating in the Caribbean around 1714. We never got his name. Original game. He is the pirate ship that got attacked by Duncan Walpole. He arrived at Nassau in January that year when he gained the immediate dislike of the pirate Edward Thatch, who advised Edward Kenway against associating with him. In June of 1715, Brahma's ship was traveling past Cape Buena Vista, western Cuba, with Kenway on board when it was attacked by the Royal Navy frigate HMS Intrigue. Despite demasting the British vessel during the battle, the Jacobites magazine was set alight. My nose is really itchy. I swear to God, it may look like I'm picking my nose right now, but I'm just like rubbing the brim of it at the corner of it because it's just really itchy on that corner. But I swear to God, like I'm not picking my nose. I'm just kind of rubbing my nose. Uh, Despite demasking the British vessel during the battle, the Jacobites magazine was set alight. Before Brahma could order his crew to douse the flames, the assassin named Duncan Walpole, who had been passenger aboard the intrigue, killed him. Abel Brahma was known to be a harsh and cruel man, fond of personally flogging his crew and marooning others, an act he called making a man the governor of his own island. Kenway later observed that nobody but his own mother was going to mourn our captain's passing. Duncan Walpole, born 1679 England, died 1715 West Indies. Second cousin to Robert Walpole, Britain's first Prime Minister, Duncan was raised in relative comfort and ease until his 18th birthday, whereupon he joined the British Royal Navy as a midshipman with dreams of becoming a full officer. His immoderate temper and his impulsiveness, however, stymied a swift ascension, and he grew impatient with his progress. After 3 years, his interest in the Navy had dwindled to nothing. With his heart set on finding a post with the East India Company, he had a chance meeting with a fellow sailor whom he had come to respect and admire, and it was this sailor who introduced Walpole to the Assassin Order and all its teachings. Leery at first, Duncan soon took to his secret order with a fervor and drive that he had not known in the Navy. And as his skills increased, so too did his reputation. But his temper and impulsiveness, coupled with a growing arrogance, were always a liability, and he was known for his frequent clashes with the elders of the British Assassin Order. So he was a valuable asset to the order, so much so that in 1714 his mentor asked him to sail for the West Indies, rendezvous with the brother there, and meet with their mentor Al Tabai. Walpole accepted this position with eagerness and departed within a month. The assassin in England never heard from him again. Yeah, wonder what happened to him. Ships. HMS Intrigue. The HMS Intrigue was a frigate in His Majesty's Royal Navy. It was sunk in a battle with the Jacobites off the coast of Cape Bonavista. The Jacobite was a brig captained by the pirate Abel Brahma. It was destroyed in battle with the Royal Navy frigate HMS Intrigue off the coast of Cape Bonavista. The Revenge was a schooner owned by Stede Bonnet and was originally a merchant ship used to transport crates of sugar from Bonnet sugar plantation in Barbados to Havana. Cutter. The cutter was a small watercraft armed with one or more guns for the purpose of bombarding coastal targets or harassing larger warships. Frigate. The frigate was a class of warship bearing 3 masts and among the most well-armed in operation throughout the Caribbean, shy of the greater man of war. Fauna. Rabbit. Rabbits are most commonly found in Nassau, Kingston, and Carzal. Capuchin monkey. Capuchin monkeys can be found in Matanzas and Misteriosa. Iguana can be found in Gran Inagua, Andreas Island, and Baco Island. Fuchsia. Fuchsia are most commonly found in Cayman Sound and Long Bay. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. Deer. Deer are most commonly found in Kingston, Salt Lagoon, and Sacramento. Ocelots can be found in Cumberland Bay and Abaco Island. Wild pigs are most commonly found in Nassau, Gran Inagua, and Cape Bonavista. Howler monkeys are most commonly found in Kingston, Cape Bonavista, and Long Bay. Jaguars are most commonly found in Cape Bonavista, Long Bay, Tulum, and Principe. Black jaguars can be found in Isla Providencia and Pinos Isle. Crocodiles are most commonly found in Nassau, Long Bay, and Matanzas. White jaguars can be found in Gran Inagua. Red howler monkeys can be located in Isla Providencia. Hammerhead sharks can be found in the Eleuthera and Gabara regions. Great white sharks can be found in Cruz and Serenilla regions. Bull sharks can be found in the Dry Tortuga, Gabara, and Punta Barrico regions. Turtle whales can be found in the Cruz and Contoya regions. Humpback whales can be found in the Castillo de Jagua and Navasa regions. Flamingo is a tall wading bird found around the shallow coastal lagoons and estuaries of the Caribbean, South America, and the Galapagos Islands. It has distinctive bright pink feathers and long, slender legs. Flamingos feed by filtering small organisms such as algae crustaceans for the water, and with their uniquely curved beak. Cattle are large domesticated bovines kept for their milk, meat, and labor. They are herbivores, generally feeding on grass and have distinctive cloven hooves. Cattle have four chambered stomachs that allow for the fermentation and digestion of tough plant fibers. They are ruminants, regurgitating and rechewing their food multiple times. The dog is a domesticated mammal and a traditionally close companion of humans. Dogs can vary in size, shape, and coat depending on breed. They are social animals known for their loyalty and intelligence. The farm pig is a domesticated mammal mostly raised for their meat. It has a stout body covered with sparse hair and generally varies in color from pink to black. Farm pigs are omnivorous. The parrots are colorful birds with curved beaks, colorful plumage, and raucous, screeching cries. They typically congregate in large flocks, aptly termed pandemoniums. Tropical and subtropical regions include the Caribbean. Their diet consists mainly of seeds, nuts, and fruits, though some species will also eat carrion. That means dead animals. Parrots are intelligent birds known for their ability to mimic sounds, including human speech. Chickens are ground birds, often domesticated and raised for their meat and eggs. They have plump bodies covered with feathers that vary greatly in color and pattern. Chickens are social animals, and although they have functional wings that rarely fly, they eat insects and other food which they scratch from the ground. Eagles are large birds of prey with powerful beaks, sharp talons, and keen eyesight. They are found on every continent except Antarctica, typically near open habitats or bodies of water. Eagles feed primarily on fish, small mammals, and other birds that are corrupted. This isn't me something, horse failure. The Caribbean turtle. The Caribbean basin provides an excellent climate for both land and sea turtles. Turtles are reptiles with a hard, protective upper shell called a carapace. Although they are natural swimmers, they can stay submerged for up to 7 hours while resting. Turtles breathe air. Despite being awkward and slow moving on land, they go ashore to lay their eggs. Dolphins are intelligent marine mammals with streamlined bodies and a single dorsal fin. They are found in oceans and rivers worldwide, often living in social groups called pods. Dolphins feed on fish and squid and are known for their playful behavior and vocal communication. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Go down. Great blue heron. The great blue heron is a tall, wading bird with blue-gray feathers and a long neck and legs. It's found near wetlands, rivers, and coastlines throughout North and Central America. Great blue herons feed mainly on fish, which they catch by stalking in shallow water. Seagulls are medium to large seabirds with gray and white feathers, strong, agile wings, and webbed beaks. They're distinctive. Their cry has become synonymous with the sea and can evoke a wistful longing in the hearer. They are found along coastlines and inland waters all throughout the world. Seagulls are adaptable feeders, consuming fish, invertebrates, and refuse. Pelicans are large water birds with long bills and distinctive throat pouch used for catching and holding fish. These they inhabit coastal and inland waters in warm and temperate regions worldwide. Pelicans often feed cooperatively in colonies. Boobies are a group of large seabirds that inhabit tropical and subtropical oceans, nesting on islands and cliffs. Their name comes from the Spanish word bobo, which meaning stupid, and refers to their generally clumsy appearance. Boobies have long, narrow wings, pointed bills, and webbed feet. Some species are known for their brightly colored blue feet. They're carnivorous, feeding by plunge diving for fish and squid. Tropic bird. The redundantly named tropic birds are slender seabirds with white plumage and long trailing tail feathers that inhabit tropical oceans worldwide. The birds tend to nest on remote islands, feeding primarily on fish and squid caught by plunge diving. Frigate bird. The frigate birds are large seabirds with long wings, forked tails, and slender bodies. They generally inhabit tropical, subtropical oceans, often nesting on remote islands. Frigate birds are skilled fighters and are known to steal food from other seabirds. Tiger shark. Tiger shark is a large predatory ground shark named for the dark vertical stripes that appear along its body. It is found in warm tropical and waters worldwide. They are opportunistic feeders with a reputation as garbage eaters and play an important role in the marine ecosystem. Tiger sharks can be aggressive and extremely dangerous. They are second only to great whites in the number of fatal attacks on humans. The giant squid is a large, deep ocean cephalopod with long, feeding tentacles. The entire animal, including tentacles, can grow to greater than 40 feet in length. Giant squids inhabit cold and temperate waters worldwide, almost always at great depths. They are lizard predators that feed on fish and other squid. Giant squid are known to be dangerous to humans, with some species within the Caribbean rumored to have attacked fighting wreck salvagers. Manta ray. Although unrelated to sharks, manta rays are harmless. Although related to sharks, manta rays are harmless. They can be quite large, up to 30 feet wide, and feed on small fish and plankton, funneling food into their mouths using cephalic flaps that extend from the eyes. Manta rays, which are found all over the world, have the unique ability to leap from the water into the air to escape attackers. Manta ray's tail is also venomous and they're actually responsible for killing Steve Irwin. Sea urchin, a small marine animal covered with prickly spines. The sea urchin is able to use rocks and seaweed to help camouflage itself on the sea bottom. Its spines are sharp and can penetrate human skin. Clown triggerfish. The clown triggerfish is a brightly patterned marine fish with a distinctive black body covered in white spots and markings. It inhabits coral reefs in tropical Indo-Pacific waters. Clown triggerfish feed on invertebrates, including sea urchins and crustaceans. Jellyfish. Also called a medusa, the jellyfish isn't exactly a fish. It is a free-spinning, swimming non-vertebrate found in every sea across the world. Jellyfish consists of gelatinous bell, with trailing tentacles capable of stinging prey. Jellyfish stings are in most cases harmless to humans, but some can be quite serious. Artifacts. Glass cube, blood vial retrieved from Duncan Walpole. Don't have any portraits, at least I don't think so. No, not. Don't have any art collection pieces. Do have models. Revenge, a miniature set model with Revenge. Manuscripts. Cortez and La Malinche from the history of I don't know how to pronounce that. Portrait painting of Hernan Cortez exploring the store, usually owned by Mr. Peter Beckford. La Malinche is actually I think she was an Aztec woman that was allied with Cortez, and she ended up like becoming like hated by her own people because they saw even like people today, like people that were descendants of her people, which I believe are I used to know the name of them, but I can't remember the name of what their name is. But even people today still kind of hate La Malinche because they kind of see her as a traitor. Tabule Rudolphine, taken from the whatever that is, by Johannes Kepler, possible connection to Emperor Rudolf II from the Beckford Estates collection. Like a map of the world. The third of four Exxon pages from the mysterious Voynich manuscript stolen from Peter Beckford's collection at some point after 1705, significant here. I'm not gonna like read through this, and I'm gonna play like these songs, but I'm just gonna have these up for a second. If you're interested in any of these songs, feel free to pause the video and look up these songs on your own time. I will say that of these songs, I'm pretty sure that Patch Stele's Farewell is new. I think this is new, and this is new. I'm not gonna be reading all of this. I'm just gonna like mark all these tutorials. I don't really need tutorials. Golden Age of Piracy. While piracy has existed in most places across history, the Golden Age of Piracy refers specifically to a period between the 1650s and the 1720s when global circumnavigation and the discovery of the New World and increasingly wealthy international trade across largely lawless, unpatrolled seas ushered in a period of unprecedented opportunity for pirates. The harsh conditions aboard most colonial ships where common sailors were badly paid and often press ganged, injured, or convicts, could lead to mutinies with entire crews turning outlaw. In many cases, piracy was not only the natural but the only choice for survive. War of the Spanish Succession. 1701, Europe became embroiled in the War of the Spanish Succession to determine who could rule the Spanish Empire after King Charles II died childless. On one side were the Bourbons of France and Spain, on the other the Austrian Habsburgs and his allies like Great Britain. War spilled out of Europe and across the world, including the Caribbean. When the war ended, many British privateers were left unemployed and so turned their wartime talents to piracy on high sea. Pirate articles, unlike merchant ships, navies, or even privateers, pirate crews did not serve under an authoritarian ship's captain who had the final word on ship's discipline. Instead, pirates enjoyed an informal form of democracy, electing their own captains and abiding by informal agreements known as pirate articles or articles of agreement. These codes, whether written down or not, govern shipboard discipline, the election of a captain, and the division of treasure. Typically, each crewmate assigned the ship's articles or at least made them mark and sworn to uphold the agreements. Those found guilty of various offenses by their peers could be marooned, keel-hauled, or even tossed into Power Round. This sailing route around the Cape of Good Hope off the coast of South Africa was a favorite journey for ambitious pirates throughout the Golden Age of piracy. After rounding the stormy Cape and taking shelter on the shores of Madagascar, pirates would then sail north, targeting wealthy trading vessels from all nations, carrying the treasures of the East, such as silk, spice, and Jolly Roger. The classic pirate flag is a black ensign with a skull and crossbones. Although various designs existed and some were blood red instead of black, the term Jolly Roger was popularized by Charles Johnson's A History of the Pirates, but it could also be known as the Death's Head, Old Roger, or the Black Flag. Pearson design encouraged merchant ships to surrender without a fight. Rum. This strong alcoholic drink originated in the Caribbean colonies as early as the 16th century. Made by fermenting sugarcane, it quickly became a major trade good and a linchpin of the so-called Triangle Trade Link in Africa. New England and the Caribbean plantations mixed with beer and water. It could be called grog and used as a ration aboard sailing ships. That's something I found out recently about rum, especially like rum at this time period. Some rum is actually was mixed with some type of citrus fruit, which made drinking rum on the seas like it was something that could prevent scurvy, which was something that people actually had to be wary of at this time period. That's something I found out recently. Shanties. These shanties are work songs sung by gangs of sailors and help coordinate group labor, especially with sails and rigging. The songs take the form of a call and response, with the soloist leading the song and the bulk of the sailors echoing back the chorus. Lyrics are fluid and multi-source, often referencing popular music, folk tunes, and the everyday realities of life. Groups. Spanish Empire, already a global power. Spanish defeated popular adversaries such as the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Americas by exploiting existing conflicts and rivalries between tribes and nations
15th centuries, inquisitive and protective of the supply of precious metals. Its new colonies afforded the Spanish Empire enthusiastically participated in the Atlantic slave trade and finished trade routes aggressively. Even after its defeat in the War of the Spanish Succession in the 18th century, nevertheless wanted prosperity for the Spanish Empire. As her trade reputation grew steadily under Bourbon oversight, continued to grow at an extraordinary rate until the 1780s. Drunkards. Sailors flushed with rum in the heat of the sun. Drunkards can be useful in two ways. First, as blame groups that allow Edward to hide in plain sight. Secondly, as allies in the event of a scuffle. But remember to bring a bit of coin if you want them to fight alongside you, as these pirates won't risk their lives for free. Havana. There were several attempts to found a town near the Havana Bay in the early 1500s. The settlement was established by the Spanish conquistador Diego Velázquez del Cular around 1514. The city sits on a bay that opens to the Gulf Stream and thus became a natural stopping point between Europe and the Americas. In the earliest stages of the Golden Age of piracy, Havana was burned to the ground by French corsair Jacques Desors. By the 1700s, Havana had become a large, heavily fortified port city where Spanish treasure ships would dock on their way to Europe. Pirates lurked in the approaches to the city, hoping to capture these same ships. Jungles, rainforests in the West Indies are throughout the tropics are filled with lush foliage and wildlife. They are dark, then continue with life. They provide ample stealth opportunities, innumerable ways to die. Notable examples: Island of Fort Providencia. Landmarks. Cathedral of Havana. Construction of the Cathedral de la Virgen María de la Concepción Inmaculada de la Havana was started in 1748 and finished in 1777. Mesmerizing example of Baroque aesthetics. The building's obvious asymmetry and curious construction material, coral taken from the ocean nearby, make this one of the most unique houses of worship in the world and one of the iconic landmarks in the West Indies. Basilica Menor de San Francisco de Asís. Dominating presence on Havana's Plaza de San Francisco, the Basilica Menor de San Francisco de Asís dates from the 1580s. Originally a statue of Saint Francis of Assisi stood on top of the bell tower, but this was blown off in a cyclone in 1846. Baroque features were added to the basilica in 1730. Castillo de la Fuerza, completed in 1577, the castle replaced an older, inadequate castle protecting Havana's harbor in due course. The Castillo de la Real Fuerza, the complete with sloping limestone walls and a moat, proved inadequate as well, and was later converted into an residence. That is going to do it for today. We have now covered everything in the Codex, and I think we're going to be wrapping things up now. That was 32 minutes of recording. That's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.